Please rise for the prayer and the pledge. Gracious God, we ask for your guidance in the work before us. Help us listen with open minds and speak with kindness and act with fairness towards all. Bless our county, our citizens, and the efforts we make on their behalf tonight. Amen. Amen. Squire Florence, would you lead us in the pledge, please?
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Roll call by the fiscal court clerk, please.
Squires Lemons.
Here.
Winkle.
Here.
Northcutt.
Here.
Garnet.
Here.
Burden.
Here.
Yearsley.
Here.
Florence.
Here.
Philpott.
Here.
All right. Everyone's here, and we have a quorum present. So in your packet, you had a copy of the previous meeting minutes. Are there any questions, comments, or concerns on the previous meeting minutes?
Move to approve minutes.
Got a motion of approval from Squire Yearsley and a second from Squire Philpott. Discussion? Roll call vote.
Squires Philpott.
Yes.
Florence.
Yes.
Yearsley.
Yes.
Burden.
Yes.
Garnet.
Yes.
Northcutt.
Yes.
Winkle.
Yes.
Lemons.
Motion carries. There is no old business on the agenda tonight, so we'll move right on into new business. And the first item is to consider approval to pay training incentive to Christy Barnes, Sheriff, in the amount of $1,361.32. And that training is for her 40-hour training incentive. So,
Motion. Second.
got a motion from Squire Florence and a second from Squire Burden. Discussion? Roll call vote.
Squires Lemons.
Yes.
Winkle.
Yes.
Northcutt.
Yes.
Garnet.
Yes.
Burden.
Yes.
Yearsley.
Yes.
Florence.
Yes.
Philpott.
Motion carries. Next item of business is to consider approval of statewide emergency management mutual aid and assistance agreement. Joey Nelson, the Harrison County EMA Director, is here tonight to give us a little more information on that before we cast our votes. Joey, appreciate you being here.
No problem.
Floor is yours.
So what this is a document. The way things work right now, if there's a disaster outside of Harrison County, there has to be mutual aid agreements for each individual entity, each individual department, each individual municipality, county, city, whatever it is. So what this does is it allows us to bypass all that stuff. We don't have to call a mayor from another town for whatever resources they have available. They don't have to call and individually ask one of us. Usually when that happens, there's some legal documentation that has to occur. It speeds up the process. The other thing that it does is allow us, the state, to say, hey, we've got, if our state's not affected and another state surrounding us is, we have this many assets available at any given time. So it gets a baseline for different assets. There's nothing in that documentation that says you're going to provide anything. There's nothing in there that says you're going to have anything ready when you need it. All it says is if they call, the paperwork doesn't have to start then. The second part to that is, one of the bigger questions in any disaster is who's paying for what. So what it says is essentially, if it's a one-off, if we're just needing a water rescue in a different county, cool, we can go help and do that. If that turns into a presidential declaration and they start getting funding back from the federal government on that, we get paid first, which I think is been widely accepted amongst most groups for a while, but this just kind of formalizes it and eases the process and the burden if anybody has to be deployed. The other thing is it doesn't necessarily go with just emergency response groups. It may be Public Works, it may be road department, it may be whoever's got heavy machinery. It's kind of a broad picture mutual aid agreement. They had one years ago. They kind of went away from it to where each city and each county had their own little separate mutual aid agreements. This one just goes statewide. And so it lets the state know what we have available and what they can use, what we might be able to present, and the fact that we're going to want money for it if they get money for it. So that's the gist of it. If anybody's got any questions.
On the reimbursement, it talks about, your reimbursement doesn't start, you gotta be on site 12 hours, or what's that 12-hour period?
So that 12-hour period is what they call, and I forget what it is, operational period. So sometimes, like if you get Eastern Kentucky floods, the operational periods were 24. They would pay you for 12. They would provide you a place to stay and food for the other 12, but they wouldn't allow you to work over 12. So they would only reimburse the 12. And usually they're 2-week deployments, so they're paying 12 hours at a time.
So when these emergencies are declared, are they then, you're notified by the state?
Yeah, everything, the administrator of the agreement is Kentucky Emergency Management, the state governing body. So they would contact us, say, hey, we need backhoes, forklifts, water rescue team, fire department, whatever you got. They then track all of the expenditures themselves and would just send us something saying, hey, in the event that it becomes a presidential declaration, you're available for this much money. And I will then chase down every penny of that. Same. Right. So, yeah. Yep. So that's the way. And we've been fairly successful with reimbursements from federal FEMA. So I don't think, I'm not going to let that go away anytime soon. Anybody's got anything else?
Any other questions for Joey while he's here?
All right.
Thank you, Joey. Appreciate you, buddy. Do I have a motion of approval to sign the statewide emergency management mutual aid agreement?
Motion for approval. Second.
We've got a motion from Squire Northcutt and a second from Squire Burton. Discussion. Roll call vote.
Squire Philpott.
Yes.
Florence.
Yes.
Yearsley.
Yes.
Burden.
Yes.
Garnet.
Yes.
Northcutt.
Yes.
Winkle.
Yes.
Lemons.
Yes.
Motion carries. Next item of business is to consider approval to reappoint Bill Brogel to the Harrison County Fire Protection District Board of Trustees for a 3-year term, and that term would run from July 1st of 2026 to June 30th of 2029. Do I have a motion of approval to reappoint Bill Brogel?
Move to approve. Second.
Got a motion from Squire Yearsley and a second from Squire Florence. Discussion. Roll call vote.
Squire Lemons.
Yes.
Winkle.
Yes.
Northcutt.
Yes.
Garnet.
Yes.
Burden.
Yes.
Yearsley.
Yes.
Florence.
Yes.
Philpott.
Yes.
Motion carries. Next item of business is to consider approval to surplus the following equipment. First item is a hood-marked grill cover hood that goes over a grill that's been setting, I don't know, it's been setting before I become county judge, so it's been here for some time, kind of.
Bought for River Road and it never fit, right?
Yes, I think that was purchased 6-8 years ago to put in the River Road concession stand, and it ended up not fitting. And I thought maybe we could retrofit it and put it in our new recreation center, but it won't work there either. So it's just sitting there in the solid waste building, and would like to surplus that. Do I need a motion on each one of these items?
I would say so, yeah.
Okay. So the first item is the hood marked hood series to cover a grill. Do I have a motion of approval to surplus that?
Motion for approval.
Got a motion from Squire Northcutt, second from Squire Philpott. Discussion? Roll call vote.
Squire Lemons.
Yes.
Winkle.
Yes.
Northcutt.
Yes.
Garnet.
Yes.
Burden.
Yes.
Yearsley.
Yes.
Florence.
Yes.
Philpott.
Yes.
That motion carries. The next item to consider to approve for surplus is a 2008 Ford F-350 crew cab truck that's in the fleet at the Harrison County Road Department that is in need of repairs, and we just want to surplus that.
Give you a motion. Surplus the 2008 Ford F-350.
Got a motion from Squire Florence and a second from Squire Burton. Discussion? Roll call vote.
Squire Philpott.
Yes.
Florence.
Yes.
Yearsley.
Yes.
Burden.
Yes.
Garnet.
Yes.
Northcutt.
Yes.
Winkle.
Yes.
Lemons.
Yes.
Motion carries. Next,
Cat cages.
okay. Yeah, the cat cages were on the list, but we've decided we're going to hold on to those. We've decided that in the future, we may need them at the animal shelter, so we're just going to put them back in storage and hold on to them. Next item of business is to consider approval to bid out for road salt. It's time to bid out for road salt for next year, so I need a motion of approval to advertise that for bids.
For bids to be opened on April 28th.
Yes.
Give your motion.
Second.
Got a motion from Squire Florence and a second from Squire Philpott to advertise for road salt, and the bids will be open on April 28th of 2026. Discussion. Roll call vote.
Squire Lemons.
Yes.
Winkle.
Yes.
Northcutt.
Yes.
Garnet.
Yes.
Burden.
Yes.
Yearsley.
Yes.
Florence. Philpott.
Yes.
And that is managed by Cato, correct?
They're no longer doing the reverse salt
No.
auction.
We'll do it now just as we do our road stone and road oil bids, so
Okay.
CAECO is no longer in the salt business.
Yeah, I think that reverse bids.
Yeah, no reverse bids.
Okay.
Okay. Next item of business is to consider approval to advertise for bids to replace drainage system for the dog kennel building at the Harrison County Animal Shelter. Bids to be opened on April 28th of 2026. What we're dealing with here is month after month, we just keep having our drain system stopped up in the kennel room
Over $1,000 on
at the
this.
animal shelter. Yes, sir, the past 2 months, we've spent over $1,000. So a couple months ago, I talked to the plumbers, and they had a camera. They snaked down the pipes. And what they have found is that, I guess that drain system has been there since the building was built, and that it's collapsed inside. And that's why we keep having these stop-ups, because there's gravel falling in the pipes and all kind of debris.
So that'd be like they do on those hog pits, would be an open trench, be like where they remove grates.
Yeah, they're gonna dig up, they're gonna have to take up the sidewalks on the side of the kennel buildings and remove all the old sewer piping and to replace all the drains and the piping underground.
Are they gonna be open drains and so they can be cleaned? Or
Yes,
are they going
yeah.
back to-
No, they'll be able to be opened up and cleaned out, yes,
It's like a parking lot grade.
yeah.
Great.
So all those specs are drawn up or scheduled?
I've got some specs in my office, yes, sir, but, just want to advertise that for bids and see what kind of costs we're looking at to get that drain system replaced. Because like I say, it's costing us thousands a month to keep it operational, so.
I give you a motion to set or advertise for bids for the drain.
Second.
Got a motion from Squire Northcutt and a second from Squire Burton. Discussion?
Like what Dwayne was saying, is it like it doesn't drain into anything? It's just gonna be an open pit with a grate over top?
No, sir, it'll be a drain that'll drain into the pipe, and that pipe drains into the septic tank, underground septic tank. Yeah, yeah.
There's 2 or 3 of those tanks out there.
Yeah, there's a couple tanks buried in that backyard that drains into, and, normally every couple of years, we have to have them pumped out. But the issue is the piping's getting stopped up before it gets to the septic tank.
And if it collapsed, will they
Yes,
replace it with PVC or cast iron, or what would they?
I believe it's I don't think it's cast iron. What's that old concrete type pipe?
Old Orangeburg.
Yeah, yeah,
That's what's in there now.
yeah.
It is?
Oh, clay pipe.
The old clay, there you go, the clay piping.
But if it's collapsed now, should we put the same thing back, or should they go to a different material?
No, so they're gonna use the PVC plastic
Right,
pipe.
that's what I meant.
Yes, sir. Yeah,
Yeah, the better
yeah.
stuff.
Use the new modernized
Cheaper,
piping, yeah,
lighter,
yeah.
okay.
Any other discussion? Roll call vote.
Squire Philpott.
Yes.
Florence.
Yes.
Yearsley.
Yes.
Burden.
Yes.
Garnet.
Yes.
Northcutt.
Yes.
Winkle.
Yes.
Lemons.
Yes.
Motion carries. That's all we have on our new business list tonight. Now we'll move into committee reports, starting with the road committee. From Chair Florence, please.
They've been, still working on culvert pipes, anticipating, being able to get hot mix, and they're still on schedule for March the 30th, open the plant. And very soon, they'll be taking all the snow equipment off so they can start laying as soon as possible. So that's all I got that Kevin's made me aware of.
Speaking of the salt equipment, the State Transportation Department has, they have about 6 salt brine units on surplus clearance right now. You know, this past year, we done some salt brine, and we really like the results we got. I would like fiscal court approval to send Kevin Florence over to the surplus garage in Frankfort and look at 2 salt brine skid units. These are skidded units that you just pick up with a forklift and set them in the back of the dump truck and you strap them down. Everything's self-contained. We can get those units for $2,000 a piece. I would like to get 2 of those. So I would like to ask the fiscal court for a motion of approval to purchase 2 salt brine skid units to put in the back of the county dump trucks.
Give me a motion.
How much are they new, just for curiosity?
New, I hadn't even priced them new. 10, 12,000, I'm not.
Probably all they have to do is put.
I'll second that.
So I've got a motion from Squire Florence and a second from Squire Northcutt to possibly purchase up to 2 salt brine skid units to put in the back of the dump trucks. Any discussion? Roll call vote.
Squires Lemons,
Yes.
Winkle.
Yes.
Northcutt,
Yes.
Barnett,
Yes.
Burton,
Yes.
Yearsley.
Yes.
Florence.
Yes.
Philpott.
Yes.
Motion carries. Thank you. Thank you. That takes care of the road committee report.
Jason, do you want, did you get any, you want to bring up the chemical?
Oh, yeah, that's right.
And also, not the permit for the bridge.
Oh, yeah, okay. Just today, we did receive the permit for Whitson Road Bridge, so we'll be able to start that bridge replacement April 20th.
And that's just replacing the way it is now.
That's right. Yep. Replace the existing bridge the way it is, yep.
Give
So-
you a timeline on how long it's gonna be down?
No, Derek thought maybe a month. I don't know for sure, 4 to 6 weeks. But, yeah, that's, the permit did come in today, so we're ready to move forward with the Whitson Road Bridge replacement. So that'll be coming up very soon. And, while we're on the roads, let's discuss the, chemical needed for the roadside spraying operation.
Well, that was the other thing. Kevin said they are going to start on that.
Yeah, getting the spray truck ready to go, and we've got some product to get started with, but we're going to need to buy another tote of crossbow, and I believe it was like $11,130.
$11,130. 265 gallon at $42 a gallon.
Yeah, I mean, that's
Yeah, so,
within our range, so we can make.
yeah, it's, the price has gone up a little bit from last year, but not terribly bad, $400 or $500, I think, so.
The MA6 that we use on the Johnson grass is $39
Yeah.
a gallon.
Yeah, and then we'll need the other product is for the Johnson grass, which we'll spray later in the summer. So we're going to need to get restocked on that as well, so.
Making a big difference.
Yeah, definitely. This is going to be our 4th year of our road spraying operations, and it's really paid off. It really has. We've taken our roads back, you know. 4 years ago, we had so much brush and overgrowth grown into the roads, and with the sidearm mower and the spray operation, the last 3 years has really put it back. So we're going to continue to do that, and it seems like it's really paying off for us. So good return on investment there. It's really improved the road conditions, the line of the visibility and the line of sight of traffic. So, you know, Bubby's a bus driver. He sees the difference it's made out there on the county roads. So we want to continue that. All right, Animal Shelter Committee report from Chair Northcutt, please.
Inmate was 21, adoptions was 6, rescue pulls was 18, return to owners was 6, animals in 21,
21 in. I know we took in 13 from one. We had 13 come in on a police hold on some kind of hoarding case, but,
Puppies and
yeah, I think that was in court this week, and the owner surrendered them over to the animal shelter, so now we're able to get them into rescues or fosters or get them adopted out, so that was good.
4 or 5 months in a row, there's more out than in.
Yeah, they're doing some good work at the animal shelter, for sure. Thank you, Bob. Next up, Personnel Committee with Chair Winkle, please.
Nothing new to report.
Nothing to report. I will say that we have advertised for some workers at the Recreation Department, with spring baseball, softball season coming up. Right now in the Recreation Department, we have volleyball going on, we have soccer, we have basketball, and we have baseball. So our Recreation Department continues to grow and expand. The participation rates continue to climb. This year, we're going to offer a pony league. It's going to be the first year in a long time, and we've been trying to get to there, for a couple years, but it's going to happen this year, so I'm excited for that. But with the growth and we've seen, we need some help. So we need some part-time grounds workers and looking to hire a full-time employee as well. We're down a few employees right now from last year. So I just want to let y'all know that we have advertised for some, to hire a couple for the Recreation Department. Farm Facilities Committee report from Chair Yearsley, please.
So yesterday afternoon, the judge and I toured the recreation facility to check on progress. There's a lot of progress being made. The outside septic system is pretty much all dug out, I think, for the most part. Looks like it is anyway. When you get inside, it's pretty cool to finally see goals. We have 4 goals up and 2 scoreboards, so it's really starting to look like something. And also most of the duct work is up, so the HVAC system is pretty much in on the inside. It really looks good.
It's coming along. It's coming along. I'm hoping this next week we'll see more electricians come in and we'll.
Kind of a rough estimate of completion date, 2 to 3 months, would you say, Judge?
Yeah, I spoke with Judy Construction last week, May, June, somewhere in there is kind of the completion date, so fingers crossed.
Do you want to talk about the Wedco addition at this point, or you want to wait?
I will wait on that. I'm still getting some information together. Thank you, Brad. Parks and Recreation Committee from Chair Garnett, please.
Spring soccer had 284 participants finish up their season on Sunday the 29th. Volleyball had 144. They played their tournament, finished this Saturday the 28th. Middle school basketball at 33. They finish up, that was new this year. They finish up Thursday the 31st, or Tuesday the 31st. Registration for Little League right now is 103 boys Little League, coach pitch 63 boys. Girls Little League is 91, and the girls coach pitch is 65. They're currently still taking registrations for T-ball and Wee-ball. T-ball is at 86 and Wee-ball at 71.
Nice. Good deal. Thank you, Charlie. That takes care of the committee reports. Next, we'll have the treasurer's report from County Treasurer Melody, please.
Your entertained for your packets. Were there any questions on those?
Make a motion to pay the bills.
second.
Got a motion from Squire Florence and a second from Squire Philpott to pay the bills. Discussion? Roll call vote.
Squires Lemons,
Yes.
Winkle.
Yes.
Northcott.
Yes.
Garnet.
Yes.
Burden.
Yes.
Yearsley.
Yes.
Florence.
Yes.
Philpott.
Yes.
Also in your packets for your transfers. Questions on that?
Motion to accept the transfers.
Second.
Got a motion from Squire Florence and a second from Squire Yearsley to approve the transfers. Discussion. Roll call vote.
Squires Philpott.
Yes.
Florence.
Yes.
Yearsley.
Yes.
Burden.
Yes.
Garnet.
Yes.
Northcott.
Yes.
Winkle.
Yes.
Lemons.
Yes.
Also in your packets for your proposed fiscal year 27 budget. We will be having our first reading of that ordinance on the next meeting on April the 14th. If y'all have any questions, changes, concerns on the budget, please let me know.
All right. Thank you, Melody. That takes care of the treasurer's report. Next up, County Attorney report from County Attorney Vaughn, please.
We just have one item. It's a resolution authorizing the judge to submit an application to the U.S. EDA for funding under the Harrison County Economic Safety Initiative.
Do I have motion of approval? Got a motion from Squire Winkle,
Second.
second from Squire Northcutt. Discussion? Roll call vote.
Squires Lemons?
Yes.
Winkle?
Yes.
Northcott?
Yes.
Garnet?
Yes.
Burton?
Yes.
Beersley?
Yes.
Florence?
Yes.
Philpott?
Yes.
Motion carries. That's all we have on the agenda tonight. Is there anyone in the audience that has anything to bring forth before the court tonight? Guess not. With that being said, I'll take a motion to adjourn. Thank you all. Have a good night.